now, a brief history on the Jewish people. At one time, Egypt was the envy of the world.
No country could touch her for wealth.
Ding.
Military power.
Ding.
Science.
Ding.
Or agriculture. Cue music. In architecture, Egypt had no rivals. She was the most powerful nation on earth. But it made a fatal mistake. The slaves she used to build her empire belonged to someone else. And their rightful owner watched as the Egyptians mistreated them for 400 years.
Now he was going to stop it. These slaves belonged to God. They were the children of Israel.
Within weeks, 10 plagues from
God
turned Egypt upside down. Each plague shot down one of their false
gods.
when
God
killed the firstborn in every Egyptian home. Pharaoh decided to let
God
people go. When Pharaoh tried to stop them, his mighty army all died in the Red Sea.
God.
People left Egypt and took her wealth with them. Egypt was destroyed. Today, Egyptians' tour guides can only boast about their glorious past. Egypt is now a backwards nation, full of memories, relying on others for aid. Egypt is still Israel's enemy. When Rome ruled the world, the Jews were mistreated under her iron fist. Where is the Roman Empire today? Throughout history, many empires sent forth their armies to capture Jerusalem. Babylon, Greece, Persia, and others.
The Jews suffered under each one, and each empire crumbled.
In 1933, Catholic Germany, serving the Vatican, launched a 20th century Inquisition, murdering 6 million Jews.
The Jews are subhuman parasites and must be destroyed.
Instead,
God
destroyed Hitler and his dream. Israel's deadliest enemy, the Vatican. Israel won't get any agreements with Rome. God will destroy the Vatican just before the second coming of the Messiah. Father Abraham had 2 sons.
I am Abraham.
And we are his sons.
God.
Promised both Abraham and his grandson, Jacob.
I will bless those who bless thee, and curse those. Cursed thee!
The curse is still in effect today. Niger, Senegal, Nigeria, Ethiopia, and Mali. All these African countries have 3 things in common. 1, they all broke diplomatic relationships with Israel. 2, they all suffered in a terrible famine and drought caused by the expanding of the Sahara Desert. 3, what is the third one? What is it?
They're all in Africa.
Oh yes. 3, they are all in Africa. Here's another example. God blessed England because of Queen Victoria. She was a God-fearing ruler who read her Bible for guidance. Great Britain grew in power until 1918, but because England forgot God's little-known promise to Israel,
I will bless those who bless thee, and curse those who cursed thee.
God had cursed England. She is finished as a major power because she, much like the ski poles above, crossed the Jews. At the beginning of World War I, the English boasted that the sun never set on the British Empire. Now her empire is gone. London governs only a few isolated islands and small colonies.
What happened?
Well, during World War I, the British naval guns were running short of gunpowder. The situation was desperate. Sir Winston Churchill contacted the brilliant Jewish chemist named Chaim Weizmann for help.
Could he produce 30,000 tons of synthetic acetone so the British can manufacture chloride gun-powered?
He did, and became a national hero. When asked what he wanted for his services, he replied, "I want a national home for my people." His wish was granted. The Balfour Declaration, issued November 1917, was Britain's promise to the Jews of a homeland in Israel. The land of Israel, formerly belonging to Turkey. Not that kind of Turkey.
There were no sound effects for Turkey as a country.
Well, then why did you even bother? Was placed under British control in 1923. Here's where the trouble started. To find favor with the Arabs, British politicians divided Palestine, giving Arabs the best land. Jewish immigration was cut to a trickle, and eventually stopped. As Hitler's bloodbath started in 1938,
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Jews begged the British for permission to enter Palestine, but their cries fell on deaf ears. They were turned back to Europe and ended up in Nazi ovens. When Israel became a nation in May 14, 1948, Great Britain ignored God's promise to Israel. She opposed the Jewish state, backed the Arabs, disarmed the Jews, and staffed the Transjordan Arab Legion with British officers. Today, England is in deep trouble. Russia was the enemy of Israel, and look at the mess she's in today. And in the future, the Bible says, Russia will be destroyed when she moves against Israel. That will be World War III, a one-day fire war. 1/4 of the world's population will die. Cue death. Israel will survive this war. Will survive this war. God has always blessed the U.S. for not persecuting the Jews and for supporting Israel, but now the whole picture has changed. America has armed Israel's enemies and anti-Semitism is on the rise.
This cannot be you!
Are you an anti-Semitist?
Yes, I am!
Did you know it's on the rise?
No, I did not!
Oh. Well, as a result, America, now deeply in debt, is becoming a mere puppet of the UN.
I am the UN.
All because of oil. The U.S. has put herself in jeopardy. In the end times, Israel will play a vital role in the Bible's prophecy. Satan's man, the beast, will arise out of Rome as a world leader. His ultimate goal will be to wipe Israel off the face of the earth. The beast will order all armies of the world to converge on Israel to destroy her. This will be called the Battle of Armageddon. When all seems lost, Israel's Messiah, Yeshua, will burst through the clouds and save her.